Hey guys, welcome back to the Dare to Dream Motorsports YouTube channel. Today, we're working on a car you may have forgotten that we even have, and that is our 1999 Ferrari F355. And yeah, I guess we're working on it today because, well, two reasons. One, I really got to figure out if I want to keep it. I have an offer for it to leave, and it's not a terrible offer, but currently we're deciding against it. But anyways, we need to, I need to do something. See if the love is still there. Every time I look at it, especially when we put all the stuff back on it just like this, it looks great, right? But I know that we're like $50,000, $60,000 away from actually making this, you know, what it should be, can be, and want to be, right? So we're going to do one thing today that needs to happen either way. And that would be, we need to put a steering rack in it. And I have a steering rack for it. I just haven't put it in it just yet. And yeah, today's that day. It's kind of a pain to move around with both wheels wanting to go different ways when we're moving it. And in order to put it on a transport vehicle, it needs to have a steering rack in it. And if we're going to keep it and move it around the shop easily, it needs to have a steering rack in it. So either way, we're going to do that today. So, before any further ado, let's see if we want to keep this thing, right? Let me show you kind of what it is for those people who are on the channel and haven't seen it, because it hasn't been around for a couple years. So, when we got the shop over on 95th Street, we set this in the corner, and it was a project that we had been working on previously, but we didn't have quite amount of time or just, you know, other necessary funds. Everything we were making, we were putting back in the shop. So let's just go over it. It's a 1999. This was an F1 car beforehand, and it has some dings from being transported from California to here, just in what is apparently a trailer that was, oops, don't look at that. Yeah, there you go. Just put in a trailer with a bunch of other parts, and I've already been checking out a couple of things up there. Yeah, so when I got it, it was just the shell. We bought the taillight panel for it. We bought all of the upper suspension knuckles. We made the lower control arms in previous videos. Cleared out a bunch of stuff from in here. And we also put, and we'll show you a little bit up close later, but we've got a set of Corvette spindles and such on it. And on the other side over here, you can see the lower control arm that we made. And now we need, you take the jig that's sitting over there and make one more of these. So before we do that, we're going to go ahead and put a steering rack in it. Let's get the car up a little farther. We'll pop off the wheels, pop off the brakes, so it's a nice straight shot through. Let me show you the steering rack over here on the bin. So what we have is OEM Ferrari 355 steering rack. Not in the greatest of shape. The inner ball joint or inner tie rods will need to be replaced. This one is a little bit better than the other one. The outer tie rods have actually looked pretty decent. But the best part is everything here looks, fittings and such and lines look to be in good shape. And we have the mounts for it. And these are mounts that go into the body, this one and this one. And then this is just the one that came with it. It's broken. It's missing the tabs on the back that are right here. And so this mount is here. There's another round mount that didn't come with this piece. So I'm just going to, for now, to hold it generally in place, take a piece of rubber tubing, wrap it around that, and shove the mount over it where it needs to be. That way it'll hold it for now. If we keep it, I'll find a mount. If we don't, the person who will be watching this and know that they're the ones that wants this, you'll need to replace that. But anyways, let's go ahead. Get you set up in a spot where you can watch. Let's put it in. All right, so now that that is taken care of, let's go over here and show you. So what we have here is a C5, C6 spindle. We've taken the upper control arm and adapted it to fit the C5, C6 upper ball joint. Same thing, we have taken and built a lower control arm that accepts the same style of lower ball joint that it does, except for we have made, and I'm not sure I can, yeah, we have made the section that bolts to it, but we've made it to accept a Corvette or GM. It's not exactly out of a Corvette, but it's out of a GM that has the same taper and such. Lower ball joint. And then just C5, C6 hubs. But that hole right there, from side to side, is where our steering rack goes. So go ahead and shove her in there. Alright guys, now I am not quite 100% sure steering rack's going to be easier to go in this hole or up through here, out one side and out the other. But I'm kind of just going to show you where our mounts and such go. So this one is going to be the driver's side one. So those holes right there, this one bolts up here. Passenger side one is obviously passenger side, but goes right up in here. And then as simple as 4 bolts in the mounts, it goes right in. So check it out. I might try to go through that first, since that hole generally seems to be roughly the same size as our piece. So I think what we'll do is we'll bring it over to the driver's side, shove the passenger side through, and leave the driver's side till last. But let's do it. Yeah, there we go. All right, guys. So let's go ahead and see if we can't shove this through. As I look through here, I'm not seeing like this might fit, but we're gonna give her a shot beforehand, huh? Oh yeah, definitely doesn't go through this way. Nope. We're gonna put it downstairs first. Let me put her up a bit. All right, so let's try this again. From the bottom side here, let's see if we can't jam it up through that side. Way out the door. Oh yeah, there we go. Come back through. Look at that. Look at that. You gotta be kidding me. What's stopping me? Oh, other side. All right. We're good. There we go. Hopefully now we can get the actual gear to jam through the way she needs to. Maybe, maybe not. It's kind of jammed. All right, pause. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I figured out this front panel here looks a little dented. Do a little massaging on it and see if that helps. So far, it doesn't look like it, but I think we can't give her a little wiggle here. Oh yeah, there it is. Now she's up in there. So that fits through there like so. Yep. Heck yeah. All right. Let me grab one of the mounts. Yeah, that's the right one for that one. This is the right one for this one. Ratchets and such. Couple of bolts. If we can't get this put in. Okay. it's generally the area that it's in. And I do see another problem starting, I believe. And the fact that as soon as I put that on there, this is too wide to fit our bracket on there. All right, I think we're back in business. I have recruited a helper to hold the other side there. Except for now, I can tell that once again, touching the brake or the power steering line. So this has got to go back out the hole a touch. And then under that steering line to begin with. Come on, baby. Yeah, it's going the right direction. It's got to go under that steering line. And then back through the hole. Okay. There we are. We're getting closer. I wonder if this is why all these holes are in the floor, obviously other than draining. Because to do this is a 3-person job. And Jessica's over here straining away. Yeah, I have it set at not midget height. Okay, that one looks like we're started and on the right track. Okay, now let's leave that one alone for a minute. You can let that down now. Yeah, there we go. Now we're closer to the right spot. That's pretty good. And you're good. Thanks. All right, let's go ahead and throw the other side on. Now, my assumption is it should go on the same way. With bracket through the hole. I don't even need the bracket through the hole in this one, it just falls right out. Here we go. I think we've got it in a decent spot here. Got a little rubber piece that we cut to slide it in this area and create a little bushing. And see if we can't get our other bolt here we have. Get it started on this side. If we can, I think we're home free almost. I can't quite see the hole as well on this side now. Oh yeah, there we are. Okay, we're started. So, let me exchange what I got for tools here. Well guys, it's the next day. Today on the way to work, picked up a couple of nuts that we were able to use and get everything hooked together. Now, both wheels are connected. So, when we go ahead and move it around, it'd be a little bit easier than, each wheel going whichever way it wants. Now, the real question behind today's video, like we said in the beginning, do we keep it? Do we sell it? What do we do with it? I don't think we're going to get the opportunity to buy an F355 shell for the price that we bought this one for, right? I've got a pretty decent offer. It's, a little bit less money than probably what I have into everything so far. But it's a decent offer. So we'll debate that. The biggest part of this, Bill will be coming fixing the roof. As you can tell, it's been forklift onto whatever transport it came back from California to Missouri in, where I picked it up at over in a small little town in Missouri. And that's kind of, misshapen the roof line there. Now that can be fixed. How easy is that? Well, maybe not the easiest, but the rest of the little dings and things that are in it, this one here, these ones back here, these little ones on the C-pillar, those won't be too bad. Now, I have figured out an engine and transmission combination that will work, and I think will be pretty cool as a setup in it. So, ultimately though, what do we do? Keep it, sell it. You want to see more videos on it? Yeah, we're probably $50,000, $60,000 away from you know, even seeing it run and move under its own power in a halfway decent looking shape now, right? Like I can obviously put an engine transmission in, we can pull all the body panels off that aren't mounted on yet, and you know, take it for a drive. You know, it'll be cool. But looking halfway decent, we're a ways away. So let me know what you think. What do you want to see us do? We'll see you in the next video.